Hey guys, thanks for dropping in for another Diecast and Diecast review. Doing a 2004 throwback today. This is Jeff Gordon's. This was technically a throwback back in the day. By this time, they were running the flame paint scheme on the 24, but they went back to the rainbow paint scheme for the Hendrick 20-year anniversary. And it's crazy that just last year we celebrated the 40-year anniversary at Hendrick Motorsports. So throwing it back to the 20-year anniversary. Good looking box here. Kind of goes along with the paint scheme, obviously, with the rainbow theme. We got Dupont Motorsports. Action big on the box here. Got officially licensed JG Motorsport Inc. Must be Jeff Gordon deal. And then once again the Hendrick 20-year logo there, 84 to 2004. Jeff Gordon big on the box. Basically the same thing on all sides. We got Jeff Gordon number 24 Dupont Retro Rainbow 2004 Monte Carlo, total production of 12,900 of these. That was a pretty standard number back then, I would say. There was crazy numbers back in the late 90s, real early 2000s on some of the Earnhardt stuff was up over 50, 60,000 in production on these. That's why you can buy this stuff fairly cheap nowadays, because there was so much of it made. So I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing. It's good when you're buying it, but when you try and resell stuff, then it's not really worth anything. So anyway, we got obviously the rainbow paint scheme here on this 2004 Monte Carlo. Good looking car. I always like the metal flake blue that you can see there behind the 24 on the roof. And then they, went over that with the rainbow colors. That was always the base color. Always looked good. So anyway, we got Dupont big on the hood with the rainbow livery, paint scheme, whatever you want to call it there. 24 and Hendrick Motorsports on the nose, on the headlights. Got Monte Carlo on the front of the nose. And then all the old school layered up contingency sponsors all over these cars back in the day. We got Goodyear above the front wheel wells, and the Nextel Cup Series logo along with the Bud Pull Award, USG sheetrock, a bunch of different ones, Holly Carbs, 3M, Waste Management, Mechanics Wear. Just kind of takes you back looking at all those decals. We got Jeff Gordon on the name rail, Haas Automation, the 20th anniversary Hendrick logo, and then EDS on the B pillar, Quaker State. And 1-800-MARROW-2, that was a bone marrow, I don't remember, it was a phone number that you called, and it was something that Hendrick Motorsports was highly involved with, I should say, back in the early 2000s, while Rick Hendrick was battling leukemia. The bone marrow hotline number to call, I don't know if that was who you called to set up, to donate bone marrow. I think that's probably what that was. But anyway, 800-MARROW-2 was a big thing that they had on all the Hendrick cars. A lot of others had it as well. But big 24 on the door. We got DuPont Automotive Finishes on the quarter panel, along with Pepsi and GMAC. Lay's big on the quarter panel, and then that Hendrick 20 years logo as well. We got Quaker State and DuPont on the tailpiece. On the roof, we got a big yellow 24, and then on the deck lid, we've got Hot Hues Unleash the Color. That was, I believe, a specialty automotive line that DuPont did for like a paint line, whatever. Right side going to be basically the same. Got the yellow Goodyear Eagles with the lines through them. Old school. It's old school now. Back then it was normal. What they ran all the time. Under the hood, if I can get this to pop open, these hinges are actually really good on these back in the day, and they wanted to stay closed. Got pretty good engine detail in here. Big DuPont under the hood, and that blue paint again looks really good. But that big DuPont looks cool if I'd get it in the camera view there. And then we got full fuel cell detail with the fuel fillers and everything, and vent line and return line. Underbody detail looks good. Full engine detail and front suspension detail, steering detail. Steering shaft back to the steering wheel that actually turns, transmission drive shaft, truck arms, rear end housing, shocks, springs. Lots of detail on these early 2000s cars. It's just a shame. I mean, this was an ARC. This was ARC detail back in the day. This is not even an Elite, and it's got way more detail than the Elites today do. So anyway, that's all I got on this one, guys. Just a really good looking car. Picked it up for like 18 bucks at the local antique market thing. Guy had it in his booth, and I thought this thing looks way too cool to pass up for $18. So I got it in my collection now, and I wanted to do a video on it. And that's all I got. Thanks, guys. We'll catch you on the next one.